Yeah, one bhajan each now. And then we'll start, right? Set the system. You can do one. Yeah, you have 15 minutes. Boli Sri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Devotees, let me welcome each of you on behalf of the Manohar family, specifically Sabita. Today, she is celebrating her golden birthday. So, those of you who know how to tell the date and so on, I don't have to tell you how old she is. You would know for yourselves. So, as we begin, we say happy birthday to you, Sabita. And this is the right way that you are celebrating birthday, giving thanks to God. And she specifically requested that we do Ramayan Katha. So that's no problem, that's good. We have a Ramayan momentum going, so it's quite nice. So we will begin with our Ramayan Katha in due course, but we'll have one bhajan each. But we have 3 bhajans, so one each. 3 bhajanandi we have. So I'll do a bhajan each, and if it's not sounding too good, I'll cut you out and we'll start Ramayan. Okay, so we'll start with bhajans.
रतिता कल्याणकारी देवता हे आदि गुरु शंकर पिता हे आदि गुरु शंकर पिता नटराज राज नमो नमः तत् श्री संताप जी हो तटराज राज नमो नमः तटसृष्टिताण्डव रटिता चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले शाम मेरे फीकी फीकी अखियों का नजरा वही मेरे सुन सुन बहियों का गजरा शाम मेरे फीकी फीकी अखियों का गजरा वही मेरे सुन सुन बहियों का गजरा मेरे जीवन के रस्ते पुआर धोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले दूर से कन्हैया में मुझको पुकारा मुरली के धुन में किया है इशारा दूर से कन्हैया में मुझको पुकारा मुरली के धुन में किया है इशारा मेरे सपनों की रैना के तार खोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले आज मेरे मन की लगन रंग लाए प्यार का संदेहा के संग संग लाए आज मेरे मन की लगन रंग लाए प्यार का संदेहा के संग संग लाए मेरे पगिया में चमचम का हार धोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले
नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव ओम जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव ओम जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम नमो महादेव शंभो भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर गिरिजा शंकर ओम भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर गिरिजा शंकर ओम जय प्रलयंकर जय पीतांबर जय शिव शंकर जय प्रलयंकर जय पीतांबर जय शिव शंकर नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव हर हर महादेव गौरी मनोहर हर शिव शंकर ओम हर हर महादेव गौरी मनोहर हर शिव शंकर ओम दुख कर लेकर सुख भर लेकर जय शिव शंकर ओम दुख कर लेकर सुख भर लेकर जय शिव शंकर ओम नमो महादेव शंभो पार्वती शंकर गंगा जटाधर करुणा शंकर ओम पार्वती शंकर गंगा जटाधर करुणा शंकर ओम नीलकंठ धर अखिलेश्वर धर जय शिव शंकर ओम नीलकंठ धर अखिलेश्वर धर जय शिव शंकर ओम नमो महादेव शंभो शिव शंकर नटराज सुंदर हर हर शंकर ओम शिव शंकर नटराज सुंदर हर हर शंकर ओम जय डमरूवर जय कैलेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम जय डमरूवर जय कैलेश्वर जय शिव शंकर नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर
Right? Okay. Are you just fix this like that? Is it bend it down a little bit? Some go over my head. Tilt it, yeah. No, no, no. So, yeah. Right. I'm coming back so. Can you hold my? Hold on me so. No. This way, right. Alright. Kasi gusto mo tapos. Boli Sri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. So devotees, blessings again I say, and welcome to all of you who have joined us. On behalf of Sabita, who, as I mentioned a bit earlier, is celebrating her golden birthday. So we have already wished her happy birthday, and we're going to pray that she will have many happy birthdays to come, with all fulfillment. And this is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to celebrate one birthday. I've always maintained that Lord is like a spring, we are like a river. That river that is attached to the spring will never run dry. But the river that depends on rain, no sooner rain stops like all now, it runs dry. We have always maintained life is nothing but an empty dream unless one realizes the supreme. Again, to remind you, each person can be compared to a square. A square has 4 equal sides, 4 equal angles. If a square is twisted, all we need to do is to rectify one angle, and the other angle will automatically fall into place. So how is man compared to the square? Man is social, physical, spiritual, and mental. 4 corners of a square. Most people in today's world, especially young ones, they focus upon the mental, which is good, social, social media, which is good, and physical, you want to look nice. But very few realize that true beauty is from inside, spiritual. So we look at the 3 angles at the expense of the 4th angle, spiritual angle. And that is the worst mistake you can make in life. For life, as we say, nothing but an empty dream, unless one realizes the supreme. What you need to do, a young age growing up, have that square as a square. In other words, equilibrium. Balance the 4 angles in life. And as we get older in life, as I've mentioned time and again right here, coming to a weak kind of age and so on, what you do? The square becomes a little twisted now, and it's called a rhombus. A bus for a rum, right? A rhombus. 2 of the angles bigger and 2 smaller. As we get older, the spiritual angle should grow. Mental angle must never stop growing. You use it or you lose it. Physically, we can't do the same things again. And who cares about social? Today they praise you, tomorrow they kick you. That's a passing phase. But in early life, you're caught up in all these things. But as we get older, remember, the intellect must continue to function. And of course, the spiritual angle should begin to increase. If a square is twisted, all we need to do is to rectify one angle. And all the other angles will automatically fall into place. And so, it is a conviction of the sage that the spiritual angle needs to be rectified. And there is a compelling reason why. Aham Brahmasmi. The Mahavakya of the Vedas, I am divinity. And I don't know why people find great difficulty in understanding this. That if I live a life that is away from divinity, that is deviant behavior. Then I suffer the consequences. But you know, many of us, we have to go through the processes, and we suffer the pain and whatever, and then through the process of negation, you let go, and you come back to where you're supposed to be, spiritual. Now, I've said time and again, you've heard me say, Savita, spiritual is not religious. Religiousness is a small part of spirituality. Because I've maintained, you come to temple, you go to church, you go to mosque, wherever, you clap, you sing, you get a leap of faith, whatever, and from the time service is finished, you're back to normal bad habits. Lies as usual, deceit, cheating, etc. Once you walk out through the door, all the clapping and things here right here. Religiousness you leave behind. Spirituality you carry with you. And I have recommended chapter 16 of the Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagavan spoke of divine qualities. And also, in one of the verses, he spoke of the demonical qualities. And I have asked people to go and read and understand what spirituality is. Abhayam Satvasang Shuddhir, Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi, Danam Yagyasya. I want to go into details. These are certain qualities that we need to have, certain practices we need to carry out that will help to build our spirituality. Otherwise, we are empty. Very empty. And spirituality cuts across all boundaries. It doesn't have to do with religion so much. It has to do with man's nature, our divine nature. For there is one Brahm, one Supreme. And no matter what religion we follow, the qualities are the same. Okay? So we have many, many religious people, plenty. As a matter of fact, I may say too much. But spiritual people, I don't know if you can count them on one hand, I don't know. I don't want to be judgmental. But from my observation, we have many, many spiritual people, very spiritual. Sorry, religious, very religious. But personally, I would like to see so much more spirituality. And when there's a lack of spirituality, values degenerate, society degenerates, etc. So I keep saying this all along. So what you're doing here, Savita, yes, expressing in a personal way thanks to God. But remember, as you go through life, inculcate these qualities. And when I say inculcate them, they don't come from outside, you know. Aham Brahmasmi, I am divinity. So that the qualities are in you. But I keep saying like a flame covered by a bushel. You don't even see one single ray of light coming through. So what we need to do is to remove the bushel. If you notice what the scriptures say, not develop love, overcome hate. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mat, matsarya, sangyakau. The negativities, like the bushel, get rid of them, and the light is here in all its glory. Self-effulgence. It doesn't depend on anything. Yeah? So this is the purpose of life, devotee. We have to understand this. And all the various practices we carry out. Many people say, you're doing devotion. Lighting the diya, doing the kirtan, you're doing devotion. That is not devotion. You're doing practices aimed at building devotion, acquiring devotion. You don't get bhakti just so. Check scriptures. And when I go back to Ramayan, Sharbhang Muni, he did jap, he did tap, he did yoga, all kind of various practices. And when he saw Sri Ram, what he said, Prabhu, I offer all these practices I have done to you. I offer all to you. But in return, grant me bhakti. Grant me bhakti. What is bhakti? To put this simply in the words of Swami Vivekananda, a pure, unselfish, unadulterated love for God that asks for nothing, gives everything. So when you see people talk about bhakti, 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 that's a word. You have not yet acquired it. It's not putting you down, making you become aware of where you need to go. So devotees, all these things are important to note, but my point is, without spirituality, life is empty. Pray by all means. Religion is personal. Prayer is personal. But the qualities that we inculcate, these wonderful qualities that I recommend, chapter 16, check it out and see. And start working on it. The good news is that these qualities are in every one of us. Everyone without exception, even the bandit is there, but it's covered properly, blocked out. We need to remove the covering. Okay? So, right now we are going to embark upon a little journey to help to remove some of the covering. Savita? Right? All these kathas we do, kirtan bhajan, one of the objectives is to help to remove the covering. Like an onion, no? To get to the inner core, you have to remove the outer covering. And devotees, importantly, you can't ask God to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. God help those who help themselves. So having said all that, everybody, you're on your own journey. So many of you have been invited, all of you have been invited today to, become part of this celebration. But it's just through the initiative of Savita, you have an opportunity to go to a different level spiritually. So don't waste it. And if you waste it, it's your time, not mine. Yeah? Remember, time-tied opportunity, do not ever return. When it's gone for good. So the few moments we have here, let us make it count. I don't mean count how long we read in. Let every moment be beneficial, useful to you, each person. Okay? So having said that, devotees, I want to begin Ramayan Katha. And as is customary, we do invocation. So I would like you to assume an attitude of prayer. Let's visualize. Sri Ram, Sri Sita Ma. Nilam Bhujasham Maluku Malangam. Sita Samarupitu Vama Bhagam. Panav Mahasaya Kacharu Chapam. Namami Ramam Raghuban Sanatham. Visualize. Pray in your hearts. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namah. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namo Namah. Om Shanno Mitraha Sham Varunah Shanno Bhavata Aryamah Shanna Indro Brihaspati Shanno Vishnu Rurukramah Namo Brahmane Namastivayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritang Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmahamavatu Tadavaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Varnanamartha Sanghanam Rasanam Chandasahamapi Mangalanam Chakarataru Vande Vani Vinayako. Ramayan Sumiran. Jai Sumirat Siddha hoy Gananayaka Karivara Badana Karahu Anugrahasu Bhuti Rashi Shubhaguna Sadana कहो ही बाचा पंगु है गिरिवर कहना जह सुकृपा सुदया द्रवो सकल कलिमन दहना Nila saro ruhsham Tarunayaruna vahari janayana Karo somama uradham Sadachir sagara shayana Indu Samadeha Umaramana Karunayana Jahidina Paraneha Karahu Kripa Maradhanamayana Bando Guru Padakam Sindhu Nararup Hari Mahamoha रविकर निकर ॐ मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री सीतारामचन्द्राय नमो नमः. Devotees, I glorify Bhagavan Shankar. In the Ramayana we read where it is said, one cannot go to Sri Ram unless one goes to Lord Shiva. So what do we understand by this? When people take it very literally, very simplistically as we say, they may want to infer that Lord Shiva is a bigger God than Lord Sri Ram. And this is why I keep telling devotees, we need to go to a deeper level of understanding, not only superficial level only. So what this implies, Sri Ram symbolizes spiritual perfection. Ram hai Atma, Atma hai Ram. Ram Brahm Paramarti Rupa. Avigat Alak Anadi Anupa. You have to understand what Sri Ram symbolizes. What does Shiva symbolize? Shiva represents the state of vairagya or spiritual dispassion, the ability to let go. So what Ramayana is telling us, it is impossible to go to that state of spiritual perfection unless there is dispassion. Let's get this quite clear. This is why in Hinduism we worship Shiva, because Shiva symbolizes that state in the world but not of the world. Dispassion. When there is dispassion, you let go all material things, then spiritual perfection could come, or it will come. That is the journey. There is no other way. Whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whatever, others may not believe in Shiva, but don't tell me you don't believe in the power of dispassion. That is what it is. You have to understand. But you see, devotees, I keep saying, religion is like the school system. Preschool, primary, secondary, tertiary. Majority of people in preschool. Give them blocks to play with something, they're in a comfort zone, and they believe that is it. That is not it. That is the starting point. If you stay in preschool, you never graduate at a higher level. This is why I'm saying all these little points I'm making to you, you have to understand at a higher level, and it all applies to each person metaphysically, the journey for me, for you, for each one of us. Okay? So devotees, even if you don't want to worship Shiva, some people claim Shiva is a demigod, whatever, that's up to you. But the idea is, come to the philosophy of it, there is no way you can reach to the state of perfection unless there is dispassion. And I'm saying no way, words of scriptures. So when perfection continues to elude us, take a step or two back and ask, you're trying to jump the gun? Go through the processes. You have to learn to let go. Dispassion, symbolized by Shiva. This is why they say without the worship of Shiva, devotion is incomplete, meaning you cannot attain to that state. You see, it all goes to qualities in each of us. All these different forms that we have here, gods and goddesses as we call them, at a higher level of understanding, they represent certain powers in us. Ganesh, the power of wisdom. Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. Isha Shakti, Gyan Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Shiva, Vairagya. Hanuman, Man, mind principle. Surush Narayan, intellect. Yatha Pindi, Tatha Brahmandi. You have to take everything inside. But the preschool aspect is I sit and God outside there. And I worship God and God will come to help me. Or keep on waiting. Let me see when He's going to come. You have to bring Him inside, devotees. Ananya Bhakti, exclusive devotion. So when we worship all these different aspects, we are awakening the powers inside, as I mentioned earlier, Savita. We are awakening the powers inside. So devotees, Shiva. I want you to concentrate on Bholinath, Deen Dayalu Kripa Sagar Bhakta Vatsal. I'll glorify Him through simple bhajan, and then we'll follow with Kirtanam. I invite you to join me. But right now, visualize Shivaji. Om Namah Shivaya. Or whatever other mantra you choose. But remember, simple Panchakshar mantra Omkar Pranav. There is nothing as powerful as that if you chant it right. So visualize Bholinath devotees. Deen Dayalu Kripa Sagar Bhakta Vatsal. Jatadhari Gangadhar Chandramauli Trayambak. Neelakanth Nagabadana. Tishurdhari Vrishabhahan. Deen Dayalu Kripa Sagar Bhakta Vatsal. Puran Brahm. Sanatan Devon ki Dev. Mahadev. Purana Brahma Sanatan tu ho Purana Brahma Sanatan tu Mahadeva Sada Shiva Shankara Mahadeva Sada Shiva Shankara अंग विभूत विराज रही नित संग बसे गिरिराज सुत अंग विभूत विराज रही नित संग बसे गिरिराज सुत सिर ऊपर गंग तरंग चली सिर ऊपर गंग तरंग चली गल बीच भुजंग विशंकर चंद्रकला शुभ मस्तक में दृग तीन मनोहर झूठ जता चंद्रकला शुभ मस्तक में दृग तीन मनोहर झूठ जता मृग चर्म सुहाय कथि में मृग चर्म सुहाय गल बीच त्रिशूल भयंकर है कैलाश के बीच निवास करे गण युद्ध निरंतर साथ रहे कैलाश के बीच निवास करे गण युद्ध निरंतर साथ रहे मुनि ध्यान धरे मन बीच सदा मुनि ध्यान धरे मन बीच सदा सुर वृंद सभी पद किंकर है गुण ज्ञान विमोक्ष निधान शरणागत जान दया करके गुण ज्ञान विमोक्ष निधान सदा गुण ज्ञान विमोक्ष निधान सदा शरणागत जान दया करके शरणागत जान दया करके ब्रह्मानंद करो प्रभु दान मुझे ब्रह्मानंद करो, ब्रह्मानंद करो, प्रभु दान मुझे, तेरा नाम अपार सुखकर है। महादेव सदा शिव शंकर है, 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 महादेव सदा शिव शंकर है। पूर्ण ब्रह्म सनातन तू, पूर्ण ब्रह्म, 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 पूर्ण ब्रह्म सनातन तू, महादेव सदा शिव शंकर है, महादेव सदा शिव शंकर है, महादेव सदा शिव शंकर है। जय शिव ओंकार, जय जय हर शिव ओंकार। जय शिव ओंकार, जय जय हर शिव ओंकार। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, हर 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 महादेव, ओम शिव 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 महादेव, ओम हर शिव शिव हर महादेव। जय शिव ओंकार, जय जय हर शिव ओंकार। भवाय नमः, ओम हराय नमः, शिवाय नमः, ओम नमः शिवाय। भवाय नमः, ओम हराय नमः, शिवाय नमः, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम शिव 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 नमः शिवाय, ओम शिव 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 नमः शिवाय। हर 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 नमः शिवाय, ओम हर 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 नमः शिवाय। जय 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 नमः शिवाय, ओम जय 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 नमः शिवाय। शिव 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 नमः शिवाय, हर 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 नमः शिवाय। जय हर शिव हर नमः शिवाय। ओम जय जय हर हर नमः शिवाय। ओम जय जय शिव शिव नमः शिवाय। भवाय नमः ओम हरये नमः। शिवाय नमः ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ए सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम सन्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। ए सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम सन्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। ए सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। शिव 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम हर 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम। ओम शिव 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम हर 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। हे सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम सन्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। शिव शिव हर हर सुब्रह्मण्यम हर हर शिव शिव सुब्रह्मण्यम। ओम शिव शिव हर हर सुब्रह्मण्यम हर हर शिव शिव सुब्रह्मण्यम। हे सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। हे सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। हे सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम सन्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। हे सन्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। ओ शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। हे सन्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। ओ शंभुनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। बोले श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। Devotees, now most of us are aware of Ramayan, but just to be sure, just a background from the Katha which I'm going to read tonight. Now, we know we had the three brothers, Ravan, Kumkaran and Bhibhishan. They lived in Lanka. They performed great tapasya to Bhagwan Shankar. They were devotees. It is said Ravan worshipped Bhagwan Shankar specifically, but at this point in time they worshipped Brahma, that aspect of divinity. And they asked for Bardhan. They were granted boons. Ravan, very arrogant, whatever he said, with the exception of man and monkey, I have no fear for them, none. No one will be able to destroy me. Vibhishan asked that wherever he might be in whatever form, he must always be in the form of devotion to Lord, never away from devotion. And Kumkaran, he asked, being confused by Saraswati Ma, that, you know, Lord, oh Brahmaji, let me wake for one day, eat and so on, go back and sleep for 6 months. So his whole life he's sleeping. That's why anybody sleeping too much, especially in our mind, we call him Kumkaran. And really we call him Kumkarni. Yeah. Now, these little things have deeper meaning to devotees. So I will go along and put it to you. Ayodhya Puri, this is Ramayan. Ayodhya is a human body. The city with the 9 gates. Dashrath, the 10 senses. The 3 queens, the 3 gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic Prakriti. We can't explain all this in one night. And if you have not heard of this, you don't know about this, then what do you know about Ramayan? You just know the story. It's much more than the story. Devotees, Lanka is the psychological in every one of us. So, in Ayodhya Puri, we have Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra. They represent the three gunas. Kaushalya ma sattvic prakriti, Kaikeyi rajasic, and Sumitra tamasic prakriti. I shall mention in the order of being divine. Vishnu Bhagwan represents sattvic prakriti, Brahma rajasic, and Shiva tamasic. Now it is not the same initial level. All right, so don't jump to conclusions. In the psychological, Vibhishan, he represents sattvic prakriti, Ravan, rajasic, passion and anger. And this is one we're going to pay attention to for a few moments. And then devotees, Kumkaran, sleeping day and night, tamas prakriti. So in other words, the three gunas pervade the entire creation. Us also. Nobody is free from the three gunas, nobody. Unless you come to that point we call gunatit, where you transcend the gunas. That is when you're free from bondage, you're liberated. Not before. And in between, there can be a predominance of one or the other or a combination. Again, we can't go into all the details. Gita again tells you a lot about that. Ramayan tells you it in practice. Now, devotees, all the stories you hear, whatever else, I like to put it to all of us. Sri Ram had to go to Lanka to destroy Ravan, coronate Vibhishan as king, then return to Ayodhya Puri to become Raja Ram. When Ayodhya then experienced Ram Raj perfection. This is man's journey. It's a journey for every one of us. Sri Ram represents spirituality, as I mentioned. Lanka, the psychological. There's a saying, don't change the scenery, change your vision. Doesn't mean the lens, not devotees. It means psychological reorientation. And many of us, tamas prakriti dominate, psychological. Rajas prakriti dominate. In between, some sattva. But the point is quite clear from Ramayan. If I don't defeat Rajas and Tamas and coronate Vibhishan, sattvic prakriti in the psychological, there is no way the ethical, the physical body could experience perfection. I want all to understand this little part I'm putting to you devotees. This is a metaphysical representation of Ramayan. This is not a story. This is the application. So you can sit down and clap and sing how much you want. Nothing is wrong with that, do it. But it may take many, many lifetimes to reach where you're going, especially if you don't know where you're going. So what I'm putting to you, all these little bits, they are stories? No. These are principles, practices that we all have to undergo in life to lift us to a different level. And bad news, nobody could do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So those who want to be left behind, your choice. Those who want to go forward, right association, right understanding. See? When you associate with the right scholars, you get the right teachings, you go to higher levels. You associate with down below, you stay right there. And this is what is happening. People don't fully understand scriptures. So devotees, when I read this thing, not because I want to sing Chaupai and, celebrating birthday now, I'm putting lessons for every one of us, myself included, what we need to do. Unless you do that, you could try any kind of shortcut you want. All people do, put plaster over sore. You're not treating the cause, you're treating symptoms. And I know what I'm saying, I'm not talking by guess. So I'm saying, let's get to the cause, not the symptom. Symptoms are there. If you get to the cause and remove, then symptoms don't exist. And the problem is lack of spirituality, understanding who we are and what we are. We're so caught up in the external world, devotees. Gross. Eat, drink, make merry when you're dead, berry, or born, whatever. That's life. You think a supreme intelligence put us here for that purpose? Jago. Jago, Musafir. Devotees, Jago. You all need to wake up and understand what it is all about. And it is all about you. Remember, God doesn't need anything, God doesn't need anything, You think you're doing something for God, you're fasting for God, He tell you fast for Him? That's arrogance, conceit. Everything you do is for yourself. So if you like yourself, you know what to do. Devotees, Ravan, Kumkaran, Vibhishan, they did whatever they had to do. Power. And Ravan became power intoxicated. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So Ravan devotees began a reign of terror And in various ways, nobody could have stood against him. He was too powerful. He was very loose, also immoral. And once, flying in his Pushpak Biman, he saw a very beautiful girl. He descended. And of course, the wicked man, the lustful man, what he does, he made certain advances to her, not recognizing who she was. And then when she turned around and she looked at him, she knew who he was. According to the Katha, she was the daughter of Kuber, the god of wealth, as we say. And it is said there's a relation between Kuber and the story I'm putting to you here, and Ravan. So that, in effect, this girl was like Ravan's daughter-in-law. Now, in today's world, you have men who don't even respect daughter-in-law. We know that, but we don't go that direction now. Ravan was like that. You behave like that, then you know who you are, what you are. When Ravan saw who she was, he held back a little bit. But a shameless man, he tends to forget very quickly. Devotees, she went to her father-in-law and told him what had transpired. And devotees, a shrap was given to Ravan, that the descendant of Raghukul will destroy you. That's solar race. Ravan, recognizing that, devotees, he did tapasya again now. For what? A descendant of Raghukul will destroy me. He prayed to Brahma, asking for what? His austerities were intense. Brahma appeared. Ask Ravan, O Lord, I want that no son should be born out of the seminal fluid of Dasrath. Look what he asked for. No son. Now he didn't say children, he said no son should be born out of the seminal fluid of Dasrath, meaning Dasrath must be incapable of biologically having sons. Brahma said, Tathastu. Brahma, yes, what you want? This is the Lord's plan, the bigger plan, I don't know. Devotees, Ravan now believed that he'd be indestructible. Dasrath can't have any sons. Incidentally, Dasrath had a daughter. Many people may not know this. She had a daughter. He had a daughter and his name was Shanta. Her name was Shanta. This daughter was by Kaushilya, Kaushilya's daughter. She got married to a sage called Sringi Rishi. You don't hear too much about her because the focus was on his sons. And so this was why Dasrath got married 3 times to have sons. Nothing happening. So, want to check out that now? Now, don't jump to conclusion and thing. People can't have children for various reasons. Everything goes back to some karma somewhere, devotees. Everything goes back to some karma somewhere. Okay? But I wouldn't elaborate too much on that before tomorrow. Now, the office will get flooded with people they want to have children. So devotees, Ravan now, he, like a loose cannon, nobody could control him. Ravan one day began to reflect. That I have everybody under my control, except one class of people. A cantankerous set, a difficult set. And who are these? The Brahmins, the holy ones. No issue to control. Sometimes they can't control themselves, anybody could control them. So devotees, Ravan decided that, you know what? I've interfered with everybody else except these. I must bring them under my control now. These sages, devotees, who lived in the forest on 2-3 pieces of land, they ate leaves from the trees, drink water from the ponds, no physical amenities was provided by the state. Ravan decided to interfere with them. And devotees, as the saying goes, you play with fire, you get burned. Yagyavalak Muni said, Bharadwaj, now listen to what Ravan did. In what way did he interfere with the sages? Devotees, very shrewdly. The wicked man, he had many, many strategies up his sleeve. Ravan chose one. What was it? चार पथ ये ऋषि आश्रम निरखी बिसरी गए मुनि अध्यात्म सन तब रामा दिन सम पूछहि मुनि हाल कहु कुशल लंकेश जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय जय सीता राम जय जय राम याज्ञवल्क्य मुनि बोले हे भरद्वाज जी, काकभूषण बोले हे गुरु जी, भगवान शंकर बोले हे पार्वती, रावण ने 4 दूत ऋषियों को आश्रम में भेजे, जिन्हें देखते ही मुनि अपनी अध्यात्म विद्या भूल गई। उनसे तब मुनि यह पूछने लगी कि कहो, रावण प्रसन्न है, कुशल है? रावण devotee sent 4 soldiers, armed men. Those Rakshas always armed. Send them to the ashram of the holy ones, the sages in the forest. Now devotees, if you see a devotee coming to this, to the temple, you don't mind. Say, okay. Imagine you see a dush coming to a temple. I mean, you must become a bit agitated. I wonder why he coming here and coming to pray. Devotees, those sages, they were always in Adhyatma Vidya, knowledge of the self, lost in that. But here in the physical sense, when they saw these 4 messengers of, messengers of death, coming towards the ashram, they said at that point in time, devotees, they forgot about Adhyatma Vidya and thing. Forget about Adhyatma Vidya. Something is wrong here. This is not ordinary. All right? It's out of the ordinary. So therefore, we need to be on the alert. So devotees, to break the ice, the sages, out of politeness and maybe to really find out the cause why these 4 came, they inquired after Ravan's welfare. How is King Ravan? Is he well? Is everything well? Kushal hai? To break the ice, no? And then to allow for the conversation to flow. So these messengers, devotees, when they heard the inquiry after Ravan's welfare, what was their response? And they stated why they came. What was it? कुशलता सूय सुनहु मुनीषा करतु मसन दश शीषा सुनी सो वचन महाभय पाई राम करहि विचार विरति विसराई राम सुनी सो वचन महाभय पाई करहि विचार विरति विसराई। दूत बोले, हे मुनियों, अब यह कुशल है, पर तुम सुनो, रावण तुमसे भी कर लेने की इच्छा करता है। यह वचन सुन महाभय पाए वैराग विचार ऋषि विचार करने लगे। Devotees' response was, yes, the king is well, everything is good with him. But he has sent a message. The king has decided, this is the dictator, the king, he doesn't have to consult with anyone. The king has decided that you must also pay taxes. Now the sages were not paying any taxes, as I said, enjoying none of the amenities of the state, living in the forest, whatever. But devotees, Ravan decided to attack them from a political standpoint. You have to understand this. All this is part of what happens in life. Now, I don't want to go in that direction, but devotees, we can be put under pressure in different ways. In different ways. This is why man must be very, very careful and very, very alert. Very, very alert. Devotees, Ravan decided to extract taxes from them, knowing full well they had no material possessions. So therefore, he put them under pressure. Bring them under control. This is how devotees internationally, over the years, world, different strategies are being employed by people, subdue other people, subdue races, etc. This politics. Wickedness of man. And it wouldn't stop. Because man's ambition, you always have that odd person in between who has the ambition to dominate everybody. He wants to conquer the whole world, but he can't conquer his own anger and his own negativities inside. He controls everybody else. This is why devotees, people will be very, very careful who you put for your leader. And especially if he has ambitions to be holy man, dictator, you're in trouble. He may look nice today, but the day you cut him across, he finished with you. And he couldn't care less. See? But that's a point the devotees pay attention to. Look what is happening. The sages were not being asked to pay taxes. They were not stupid devotees. When they heard that, great fear arose in their heart. Mahabhai, Pai. Vairag, Visar, all the dispassion and so on gone to the shoot. At that point in time, agitation. You see, survival is being threatened. Right? And they understand that they're being interfered with. And then the sages now began to reflect amongst themselves. The Ravan wants taxes. He wants taxes.
यही दरबार नीति नहीं भाई, यही दरबार नीति नहीं भाई, खलमंडली जोरी तह आई। कछु बिन दिए नहीं गति आछी, घट भरी रुधिर दिए तनु पाछी, दिए तनु पाछी राम, दिए तनु पाछी, दिए तनु पाछी राम, दिए तनु पाछी, घट भरी रुधिर दिए तनु पाछी।
अरे भाई, जिस दरबार में नीति नहीं है और खल मंडली जुड़ी है, वह कुछ बिना दे अच्छी बात बनेगी नहीं। इस कारण शरीर से रुधिर निकाल एक घड़ा भर दिया। दूतों सौंप ज्ञानी मुनियों ने कोमल वाणी से कहा कि रावण को यह घड़ा देकर इस प्रकार कहना। Devotees, they reflected. What were the reflections? That conference they had. Wherever there is an absence of law, and the lawless one exists, then what happens? Everything goes apart. Everything falls through. Right? Lawless ones are allowed to thrive in any place where there is no discipline, no factors to keep people in control. Devotees, there's a simple point, if we have to have certain restraints in our lives. You use the simple examples Tulsidas used, but it mightn't be a good example for many of the young ones. If you look at the rice field, because we are on the rice field again. When you look at the rice field, you have the bank. The bank is built all around to keep the water inside. If the water bursts the bank, water in all different directions, it dissipates. In other words, to keep the water, the rice could be planted in the water, you have to have constraints. In life, for every one of us, there must be constraints. Because none of us, I would like to believe, is so totally responsible and, we know everything, spiritual, that we can't make mistakes. The thing is that in the journey through life, it's good to put systems in place to prevent yourself from making mistakes. Right? In the home, if anybody does everything they feel to, what happens? In the temple, if everybody does anything they feel to, what happens? So too in the country. Breaking laws, lawlessness on all sides. Devotees, the natural tendencies for wickedness to thrive. All right? Now, Ramayan again teaches us when we will have Bali and Sugriv. Bali, bigger brother chasing Sugriv, all about to kill him. You see, our brothers fighting. But we have always interpreted that Sugriv is like what they call the Shubhaman, the good mind. Bali, the Ashubhaman, the impious mind. Check yourself and see, right now, sit down here. Many times you put yourself to pray, something in your mind, pulling you out. Pulling you out. I don't want to say anything specific before somebody says within their mind. Yeah? But devotees, you know it and I know it. From the time you sit down to pray, the mind starts to stray. Something pulling the mind away. That is Bali chasing Sugriv. Not the outside, is the inside. Negative tendencies try to overpower the positive tendencies. And devotees, they become so dominant, we give in to these things. It's a battle that we have. When Vishwamit would perform his yagya in Siddhpita ashram, what would happen there? Marish and Subahu would come, shower stones, blood, flesh, to desecrate the whole thing, to stop the yag from going on. Negative people, negative things do not want positivity to thrive. This is why we keep saying when people sit down to do positive things, make up your mind, it's a battle. And you cannot achieve success unless you win that battle. You cannot. Therefore, the disciplines have to be there. This is why in puja and so we tell people fast, maintain certain disciplines. These are the kind of constraints we put you within to bring yourself under that discipline. So that Bali won't come and chase Sugriva away. Like we don't do it good. Because sometimes when I look around and see the amount of Bali chasing the amount of Sugriva, but then what are you going to do? Everybody can go to God, right? It's a personal journey, devotees. Personal journey. It happens all sides. People studying good. You want to go to a higher level academically, a day pass by. You know what kind of day? Not a D-double-E-R, a D-E-A-R. Yeah. Instead of going so, you go on so. Especially with a nice Venezuelan there, you go on. Yeah. Go on that different direction. You lose sight of what you're doing. Distraction. Shiv Hola Bhandari Re. The bhajan tells us that. It is easier to get distracted and go all about and sit down and put your mind in focus for that which is for your betterment. We all know that. Because you know why? That discipline isn't there. The so-called constraints are not there. You have to develop it, devotees. The sage is telling us that. Anybody could become a victim. Even the sages could become a victim. So devotees have to be very, very careful with this. So the point is that law, there must be, people must abide by the law. Laws are created. Certain practices are given to us. Certain disciplines are given to us. These are to help us, not to subjugate us. Many people think they make you a slave. No, these things are to help us, in religion especially. All right? So the point is that where there's lawlessness, then the evil ones are allowed to thrive. And these sages realize that this is what is happening here. Lawlessness. Ravan in charge. And devotees, it also goes back to the head. Ramayan tells us, if the head is not good, the body cannot be good. Now, most of the time, the head blame the body. When the head responsible. Otherwise, if you're not responsible, move out there, man. Put another head. No. But the head always feel right. Put down everybody else. When the head is bad, the body cannot be good. Check it out and see. Physically here, so it in society. If the head is not good, the body cannot. Ravan, what was he? Could Satan correct sin? To put a simple example. So devotees, these points you have to understand. And I want you to observe and see as we go along in society. Don't take things for granted, no? We are getting there if we're not, we're already there as a society. Already there. Some all didn't feel it yet. It didn't reach you yet. Don't feel it won't reach you. Everybody could be subjected to it. Society itself. These sages, devotees, look what condition. But the thing is now they had their power to handle it. To handle it. So they said, okay, if Ravan wants taxes, we have to give him taxes. He didn't say what? Taxes. You know. If it's property tax, you have to pay money and things. Right? And if all want to do all these sages, no? What they do? All of them, I don't know which part of their hand they cut, and they allow their blood to fall into the jar. As if to say, Ravan, you want our blood? We're going to give you blood. So look at try it and pay tax something, right? You see they want blood from all you. Pay a tax for blood. Devotee, but you had the power. They filled this ghara with blood, covered it, and they gave it to the messengers of Ravan with a message for Ravan. Tell Ravan, oh messengers of Ravan, tell Ravan. What did they tell him?
घट उघरत छयहु हिहु सहित सकल परिवार हे रामा सहित सकल परिवार दूत तुरत घट ले गए लंकापति दरबार सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम.
What was the message, devotees? घरे के उघरते ही परिवार सहित तुम्हारा नाश हो जाएगा रावण. यह तुरंत घरा रावण के दरबार में ले गई. The message was simply this. Ravan, if you only open this ghara, this jar, to see what is inside, this ghara is coming with a srap, a curse. You and your entire family will be destroyed. Now the sages don't only pak for nothing, na devotees. They have they have no shabda shakti, a power in their word. I mean, if our ordinary fellow here, you know, we had in Gyanipaksham, we have some Indian fellows, they want to burn everybody. You know, you put on a dhoti and thing and you feel up and you burn you. Burn what? You gave him life, you go burn? These sages live the life. Now, I've seen a lot of stupidness in my life, you know. Right? And people frightened. I challenge you, burn me and I'll leave you. Burn me. Where your power coming from? You live in a life like a rakshas, you want to burn me? That can't happen. These sages live in a life, or lives of sages. They had the Shakti. And they put the shrap on Ravan. Devotees, Ravan, if you only open this ghara, you and your entire family will be destroyed. The messengers, devotees, took the ghara, returned to Ravan. The sages were left alone, they paid their taxes with their blood. But devotees, they were part of a bigger plan. A bigger plan. Everything is part of a divine plan. Part of a divine plan. Sages were also part of that plan. Let's follow what the sages, what the messengers did and what happened.
रावण खतलख परम बोला हासा तब दूत न मूली वचन प्रकाश श्राप उपज उर्दाहु सुनी मुनि श्राप उपज उर्दाहु बोला घटली उत्तर जाहु बोला घटली उत्तर जाहु रावण घड़े को देखकर बड़ा प्रसन्न हुआ। तब दूतों ने कहा, महाराज महाराज, इस घर के उघरते ही आपका वंश न रहेगा। मुनियों का श्राप सुनकर मन में महाज्वाला उत्पन्न हुई। तब दुखी हो बोला कि यह घट ले उत्तर दिशा में जाओ। Devotee, when Ravan saw that ghara, in my own imagination, they said Ravan had 20 head. No, 10 head. I give him 10 more. 10 head. So I want to imagine he's grinning with the 10 mouth. When he saw this ghara come in, half the situation under my control now. You know, in his own head, he's thinking that, I have them under control. They feel very cantankerous, they're powerful, whatever. I have them under my control. So grin from air to air, from airs to airs, however. Devotees, when the ghara was given to him, he was about to open it. Then a message came, Maharaj, Maharaj. The sages said, if you only open this ghara to see what is inside, your entire family will be destroyed. Entire family will be destroyed. When Ravan heard that srap, devotees, as powerful as he thought he was, and whatever, he dared not open it. He dared not open it, because he knew the power of the sages. But a burning sensation took place within his heart. You know, you have revenge, you want to do something to somebody, and you realize they get the better of you. All I never feel that yet? Sure. And how is I feel inside more angry and things? If not, all are well good. Well good. That's the way to go. Yeah. Devotees, Ravan, you know, you couldn't get the better of the sages. And that anger inside now, boiling, eating them up. Right? And we all know anger is death. But Ravan had a very fertile brain, devotees. Ravan right away started to think, what to do with this? Can I turn this situation to my advantage? And this is why I keep telling everybody, these Rakshas have a good way of turning situations to their advantage. And when something happened to me, oh, we feel very depressed. We drink Gamaxone, Indian tonic. We do all kind of things, alcoholism. We give up in life, not realizing that every cloud has a silver lining. Part of the problem we have. You can learn from the demons, devotees. And Karnimi did the same thing. Yeah? Ravan, devotees, how can I turn this to my advantage? You can turn any situation to advantage if you think clearly. And devotees, Ravan's advantage, of course, will be to somebody else's disadvantage. You do realize that. A good person will try to help others. Ravan? No. Ravan, egoistic, self-centered. That's the character we're talking about. Everything is for me. I. So right away, brain reeling, what can I do with this? He came upon a solution. What was the solution, devotees? He said, oh, messenger, listen to what to do. जतन समेत धरनी धर एहु जान पावगे पाक कीहु शंभु सभा श्रुति पादम छर प्रथम रहा जनक सनहर शंभु सभा श्रुति पादम छर प्रथम रहा जनक सनहर जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय रघुराम जय परम धाम जय सुख धाम जय श्री राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम। यत्न पूर्वक पृथ्वी के नीचे दाब देना जिसे यह कोई बात न जाने तुम जनक राय के नगर में निकट गारना रावण ने यह विचारा जिस राज में यह उभरेगा उसी का नाश होगा। शिव जी की सभा के बीच वेदांत विचार से रावण जनक जी से हार गया था। So devotees, this wicked man's brain, it just crossed my mind, 10 head. I wonder if you have 10 brain. Just one then. You know, so you can imagine how fast he would think. Right. He said, oh messengers, take this ghara in the northern direction. Now northern direction, devotees, would be, he directed them to Janakpur, the kingdom of Raja Janak. Take it to the kingdom of Raja Janak, Janakpur. And I want you to bury it very stealthily, secretly, bury it in the ground, so that nobody must know. So people burying things in the ground a long time now, devotees. They're not only throwing things in your yard, no? They're burying things too. So you see the wicked man. Now I don't want to dwell with these things because again, line up, go come and Guruji, somebody bury something in my yard. Somebody throw something in my yard. Don't think it's how very few people have the capacity to do them thing. They might throw rubbish in your yard, clean it up. Right? And if you clean out the rubbish from inside, you never worry about anything. So devotees, Ravan's thinking was that wherever this ghara is opened, that place will be destroyed. So in other words, that destructive force, the blood of the sages, he directed towards Janak kingdom because he wanted to destroy Janak. Why? So Janak and Ravan devotees, they had a Vedantic debate. And Lord Shiva was the moderator. Now Ravan was a Vedanti, you know. He was very learned, you know. Don't take that away from him. Very learned about wicked. And Janak was very, very learned also. Great Vedanti, but living the life. Understand the point I'm making? A person could know anything, but you're living the life, you're wasting time. You could know, live the life, you get gyan, you get wisdom, everything comes to you. And it goes without saying in that debate, which Lord Shiva is the moderator, Ravan was badly humiliated, badly defeated. And devotees, the best example I could hear what people say, they say, if you hit a snake and you don't kill him, he come back for you. I don't know that we're here, especially with the Kubra. But they are Kubra with 10 head devotees. Ravan suffered that defeat, that humiliation, and he never forget it. He said, I will take revenge on Janak for that. Something as simple as that. So I want you all to understand what happens in life, you know. Again, I will say something, people come by me, you know, Guruji, this one so, that one so, we used to work together, what. And you know why is envy and jealousy, devotees? Huh? This is why I keep saying, you think you have friends? God is your friend, man. Stand on your own. Sometimes your friends have stabbed you in your back. Raj may tell no nothing, you know, you're in a hurry. I ain't saying nothing, you know. Yeah. So we have to understand and devote. These things happen, circumstances change, people's attitudes change. You don't know what they carry in their mind, what gun dominates. Sattvic, Rajasic or Tamasic. You don't know. Now for now they change. Now for now. Now for now. You can't read anybody totally. You have to be real careful. So look, Ravan. And look at he now, you know, gravitated towards devious means. He wouldn't confront Janak face to face and let us debate again, you know. No. Devious means. This is wicked man. The wicked man are going to sink you, are going to destroy you. So you understand? Our enemy in front of your face, you could face him, you know. When he's behind your back, he's playing games. Why think we are just a snake? In the grass, you don't know when to go bite you. And so many people live carelessly. You know, that is why, a compelling reason why I'm saying spirituality is necessary. Nobody could fool you. Hanumanji and Kalimi tried to question him. Eh? How many demons tried to destroy him? He had that pure bhakti. He had that in him. Nothing could fool him. Absolutely nothing. Live by principle, and spirituality is the key. So devotees, look what is happening here. Janak, unaware. Janak had a debate, loved to debate, whatever, for the betterment of everybody. Ravan took it personally. The egoistic person takes everything personally. And he comes back to hit at you, one way or the other. One way or the other. And devotee, when you have an enemy and he's quiet, you might be more frightened. When he make a noise, you know where he watch him. But when he's quiet, watch, you don't know where he's coming from. All lessons from Ramayan devotees. Devotees. So what happened? These messengers, they did as they were told. They buried that ghara under the cloak of darkness. They won't come in daylight now. All them bhajan and things must come out in the night, like cockroach. Play bar in the night and go back and hide in the day. If you're brave, come out in the day, no? I mean, don't miss that because come out in the day now, too, eh? So I had to change that statement. So devotees, they buried this and they went about their business. Janak totally unaware. Now, strange goings on. Things start to happen in Janakpur.
Hari इच्छात परयो दुकाला बिन जल भी सब जीव विहाला जनक यज्ञ राम जनक यज्ञ रचनात ठयऊ छामी कर करशत भयऊ जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Hari Icha, the Parayodukala. Devotees, and Tulsidas wrote this, Bhagwan Shankar relating to Goddess Parvati, Kaghbhushan to Garuji, Yagvalak to Bharadwaj. Hari Icha, what it means? To the will of the divine. Now, I'm not saying this by guess, because I want to remove whatever else went before. For people burying things in your yard and what happened and so on. They do you bad. Hari Icha. The Parayodukala, to the will of the divine, each of the divine, there was famine and drought hit in the land of Janakpur. Animals died, people died. Bena jalbhe sab jeev vihala. Everybody's strangling. Famine and drought. Now, they buried the ghara. In case people thinking the ghara not working, they say if it is opened. Nobody opened it, they bury it. They buried everything. They frightened to open it themselves. Buried inside here. All right? So this is why we are saying, and if you are a devotee of the Lord, and I'm mentioning that, I said if, because many of us say, be devotee of God, I believe in God. But I keep saying you believe in God and you believe in stupidness at the same time. That can't happen. Is either you believe in God or you believe in rubbish. If you believe in God, nothing else comes to the mind. Nothing else. Everything is the Lord's will. This is the point I want to make here. Ravan try, Obia, what he try, whatever he try, right? But what we're saying here, Hari Icha. If you put your mind on that divine, everything happens as per the will of the divine. If you surrender to Him, He takes care of everything. You may have suffering, you may have pain, whatever. Don't think about who do you this and who do you that. Because then you're going to build up, anger in your mind, resentment, revenge, and you suffer yourself. Turn positively. Lord, it's your will. I surrender to you. Notice what I'm telling people. I kind of fed up saying this now in recent times, devotees. But yet still people come, out and come. You get a headache, somebody do you something. You get a flat tire, somebody threw something in the yard. Fed up with this stupidness. You can't take responsibility. And when we have this superstitious belief, people play upon our minds. I could remember, long time ago, those of you could remember living by Papa. They had a Chinese shop next. Madam Lewis. I could call Sheena because I think she's dead by now. Devotees, there are a little hole they used to sell every Sunday morning when they close shop on thing now. And you know what we used to do? Take some yellow flowers, you have to take yellow. Or you could take red. And take some rice. And you can put a little sindoor and put it in top by the hole. And if you hear cuss, she believes somebody doing obia. Well, cuss. And mischief. Mischief. We were very mischievous. But we stopped that, eh? Now we're doing it for real. No, we're not on that. We're not on that. So devotee, what I am saying, sometimes people can play upon your mind. And you already, it's not difficult to fool people, no? Remember there was a case in Trinidad where a fellow had a court case. The man was winning the case. But somebody threatened him. And when he come out the morning to go to court, he found a crapo, a frog, with the lips so up. He got heart attack and dead right there. He lost the case. Fear kill him. If somebody swap a crapo mouth, that man criminal. That may swap my crapo. You understand the point I'm making, devotees? You want to believe in this stupidness. And look, let me put this simply. Like at the radio. A simple example. If you tune in, you tune to 90.5, you pick up 90.5. You tune to 102.7, you pick up 102.7. Whatever you tune into, you pick up that. In between, you get cackle and cackle. The human being is the perfect transmitting as well as receiving set. And I'm saying to all of us, what we tune into is what we pick up. Go tune into rubbish if you want. That's your problem, not mine. I keep saying, I believe in this, I tune into this. Nothing could affect me, nothing. Whatever happens is my karma, the Lord's will. Okay? So devotee, I could say it, but I know when I finish all this, go back outside and something strange happens, obia again. They go continue ad nauseum. Yeah. Sorry for people in this kind of state, devotees. I feel sorry for you, but I can't help you. Very, very sorry for you. And I'll tell you also, one prominent pundit, I can't call his name, my father. Apparently he was a man who could do things. He told me, he said, how dare people stupid too bad. Yeah? If I get up in the night, I go washroom and I come back, wash my hands swell up, because the heat and so on. People come by me for this stupid, I take 2 cloves and do that, take 3 cloves and do that. They're stupid too bad. They believe in them nonsense. But I know they're foolish, and he playing upon that. I say, man tell me, say, how dare you? Why are you trying to educate people, boy? Should harness them like donkey and ride them. Told me that I'm not lying, I'm in temple. But I don't ride donkey. I told him it's against my principle to do that. And believe me, the next day, I was with him in that, next day I left his organization. I was secretary of that organization. Next day I left. I can't do that kind of line. And from since then, I've been saying all these kind of things, devotees. But, so to be honest, I really feel sorry for people who believe in this nonsense. Your life is a hell. Hell. And you know where hell is? When tamas is in your mind, you're in hell. When sattva is in your mind, you're in heaven. So when you're thinking all them stupidness, it's tamas with albita rajas, that is hell. Put your mind in sattva, man. None of these things have any meaning. None. They could try what they want. Nobody could do anything. So devotees, this is the point I want to make here. Hurry Ichha. Don't believe in no nonsense. Right? So the famine and drought, yes, problems. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining. You have to go through certain things in life. Karmas cause it. You go through it positively. Devotees, the first thing Janak did, he began to analyze, where did I go wrong? Why is this, he's the king? Why famine and drought in my kingdom? Remember I just said, if the head bad, the body must be bad. Now the things are going wrong, but he's asking himself, did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? And when you analyze and, objectively, dispassionately analyze and you conclude, I didn't do anything wrong, I'm living the right life, I'm maintaining the right principles, I'm maintaining my dharma, then you check with your guru, who knows, not who could tell you, yes, somebody do something. He will find a solution to the problem. And devotees, Janak, realizing that he didn't fail anywhere, as far as he knew, maintained all the principles. When he went to his guru and he explained, then the guru checked and said, Janak, you have to do something, a special sacrifice. Special sacrifice, right? And it's a sort of yag you have to do, but in this yag you have to have a golden plow made. Now, long time how they plow the land, a golden plow. And you have to take that plow yourself and plow the land. You can't put servants to plow it. You have to plow it. And by so doing, a solution shall be obtained to your problem. Devotees, Janak followed the advice of his guru. Arrangements made, golden plow made, yag devotees, what been done. And what happened? While Janak devotees, plowing, he and his queen Sunaina, plowing the land with their own hands. Yagyavalk Muni said, Bharadwaj, something happened.
विदारन होत ही जग मंगल दतः प्रगत्यो सिंहासन शुभग अद्भुत तेजय परसिय पति रामचंद्र की जय शरण।
पृथ्वी विदीर्ण होती ही जगत को आनंददायक सुंदर सिंहासन प्रकट हुआ, जिसका अधिक तेज था। चार सखी चारों तरफ मूलछर हाथ में लिए विराजमान हो रही, और मध्य में भूमिजा भूमिपुत्री शोभायमान, जिसके गुणों की कथा पवित्र है। बोले सी आर शक्ति सी सीता माता की। Devotees, while they were plowing the land with their own hands, then what happened? They were cracked. They were cracked open. And mysteriously, out of the earth, there appeared a throne, a singhasana as we call it. Brilliant, dazzling, amazing. And it's called Anandadayak, give of happiness. That was the reason for the appearance, because they're going to bring happiness to the world. Devotees, brilliant reflection. On the four sides of the singhasana, there were four attendants with morpunk, as they say, fanning. Right, Murishal, heart nearly. And inside of that, on the Singhasana itself, the four attendants on the four outside, there was what is called Bhumija Devi. Bhumi Putri, the daughter of Mother Earth, as she is referred to. Bhumi Putri, this Devi was in the middle, standing right there. Beautiful to behold. In other words, Shakti appeared. Devi. Devotees, when this vision was obtained, not a vision, when this occurred, it happened in real, it wasn't a vision, it happened in real. Everybody amazed. And you notice, if you do yaganting the right way, you see things, miracles. I shouldn't say you see things, you know what I mean? Because people will really start to see things. I mean, miracles, if you want to call them so, right? To justify your sacrifice in belief, if you do it right. If you do it right. And notice what I'm saying, if you do it right. Every puja we do, every sacrifice we make, you can attain some success right there if you put your heart and do it right. But if you do it just for doing its sake, no problem, go ahead. Devotees, this Devi Ma appeared, and Janak, Sunainama, all those present, body bristling, hair standing on end, overjoyed with ecstasy, they sing Devi, they praise Ma. Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jai Bhuvaneshwari, Gaj Gauri, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani. Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jai Bhuvaneshwari, Gaj Gauri, Jai Bhuvaneshwari, Gaj Gauri, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani, Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jai Bhuvaneshwari, Gaj Gauri, Jai Bhuvaneshwari, Gaj Gauri, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, He Jai Vardayini, Ma Jai Vardayini, He Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani, Jai Shubharamani, Jai Shubharamani, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani, Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari. Devotees, they praise Mata. They know it was that divine energy. And then, as the Katha says, that Devi transformed into a beautiful baby girl. The Singhasan went back into the ground. And that child was here in the ground, starting to cry. Devotees, mother instinct, सुनाई नमा, she rushed forward and she picked up that child. उसका रोना सुनकर सुनैना रानी ने गोद में उठा लिया और जानकी नाम पवित्र धरा. And so devotees, Sunaina Ma, she picked up that baby girl, hugged to her bosom, and she gave the name Janaki. Now Janaki would imply a near to one as one's life. Janaki. And the said devotees, Sita, Naraji came afterwards, and he gave the name Sita. Right? Narad Muni gave the name Sita. And Narad Muni devotees, when a child born, you got to check with the Jyotishi, the Pandit, right? You got to give him a name and say what, and everybody wants to know what is future hold for them. So Narad Muni said, right? Sakala lokapati prabhu sukarasi, so milihai varanit avinashi. O Janak, जो सब संसार के पति सुख की राशि अविनाशी निज स्वरूप है वे इनका वर होंगे. So all them want to know who they got married now, when they got married. Plenty of us want to know. Yeah, plenty of who married, they come and say, Guruji, I got married again. What do you think, lion? Huh? That way, some may agree. Yeah, the kind of things you hear in devotees. The child, Sita, Narad Muni said, Janak, this child shall be married to that indestructible Lord of all creation, the abode of happiness, bliss, Nitya Swarup, always eternal, the Lord himself, Sri Ram. Now he didn't say Sri Ram at that point, he just said that supreme infinite Lord. In other words, this was Shakti, Devi, and Shakti will be married to the divine. Brahm. And so devotees, that child was brought home, and from the moment, that child appeared out of the ground, say what? Everything changed. Right? Weather changed, circumstances changed, fertility came back, prosperity came back with the appearance of that beautiful baby girl, Sita Mata. That is what the birth of a baby girl does for us now. Anyway, Tani? You are true. Yeah. See, the baby girl, from our perspective, she is like Lakshmi. In India, many of them, well, I think many places still the same way. They do like to have daughter. Why? What's wrong with the daughters? But that's a different topic, devotee. We won't go into all that. Here, with the appearance of Sita, right, everything changed. And Sita Mata devotees, all the daughters, listen, Sita Mata studied, She didn't study how to cook and wash and go on to scrub somebody else's pot. That people say, Devotees, in a very short time, she mastered all different branches of knowledge that there was. She's Devi, master. By the time she was 6 years, she was fully accomplished. Day by day, growing, blossoming like the full moon. And so devotees, Sita Mata with her parents brought joy and happiness into Janakpur. And just to mention, Janak was born during tapasya, and he wanted to see that Lord with his physical eyes, he said. And he said, Lord Shiva, he was doing tapasya to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva gave him that bow, and he told him, worship this bow. And through this bow, you shall see the Lord of all creation. That was the bow Sri Ram had to break to marry Sita. But he ain't breaking the bow tonight, right? Devotees, Sita Mata continued to grow up in the father's home. And my point will come up to here, where there was joy, happiness, and fulfillment. But then we have to look at something here, right? What caused Ravan's demise? Ravan abducted Sita and took her to Lanka. And that act of his, even in the final moments, he was told, give Sita Mata back to Sri Ram. You shall survive. Ravan didn't do that. And devotees, why I'm making this point, when you go back to what Ravan did, having this ghara planted in Janak's kingdom, who suffered? You think he could get away? Ravan's entire family was destroyed, except Vibhishan, who became king. Kumkaran died. Ravan's sons all died. Ravan died. You could interfere with the sages and escape. Can't escape. And as the saying goes, simply, when I dig hole for somebody else, but you just fall in it. In other words, revenge is not the right thing to seek, that attitude. What we are saying, leave everything in the divine's hands. Do what you have to do. And that divine plan, it is infallible. Nothing goes wrong with it. Everything takes place in the right time. So Janak didn't worry about no nonsense and so on. He just did his yagi, his puja. He stayed on the positive side. And look, he was elevated. And then he got the opportunity to do what? Wash the feet of Sri Ram. When it was time for wedding, right? When time for wedding to give away Dulahin, you have to wash Dulahin and Dulaha foot, right? Pad Pujan. Sri Ram Brahm. And Janak had the opportunity to do that. Good karmas, bhakti, purified attitude. And once we stick in this path, devotees, the saying goes, beat up this much, God works slow, but he's sure. Stick to the right side, don't compromise. And at the end, you'll be uplifted, you'll be exalted. Now, devotees, all this what it means also from a metaphysical perspective. So, trials and tribulations, problems, different famine and drought, not only physical water. Many of us suffer in famine and drought, not because we have no water and thing, in another form. We all have suffering in some form. Devotees, what is the reason for that? Because Ravan is creating that fear. He's the dominant one, right? Rajasic Prakriti dominating. Now, what Janak did? Janak did yagya. He plowed the land, self-sacrifice. Plowing that land, out of the land, Sita Mata came. The advice is we have to plow the soil of the unconscious mind. This is metaphysics. The golden plow of deep reflection. You cannot just do this, Gyan ke sabun lekar nisdin antarka mela dhona. The various ways of putting it. The what do you call it? The plow. The golden plow. It represents the golden plow of reflection, internal reflection. There is the unconscious mind. We have to plow that. Plowing that, what comes out? Sita. Who is Sita? Sita is the purified intellect. So we have the intellect that is unenlightened, and we have the enlightened intellect. When Ravan is dominant, that intellect is unenlightened. Ego. When Sita appears, why do you think Ravan couldn't break the bow? Egoistic person, a self-centered person, you cannot and you would not ever have an enlightened intellect. It doesn't happen. That's why Ravan couldn't marry Sita Ma. Couldn't break that bow. Sri Ram broke the bow. Meaning what? When there is spirituality, spirituality is accompanied by the enlightened intellect, by the powerful mind, Niruddha Man, by the power of concentration, Lakshman. All these things have meaning inside of us. It's what we could do, what we have to do, what we need to do. So this katha is here. It's simple, but it also tells us what our journey is. Unless you do that deep introspection, that deep reflection of the unconscious, devotees, you're caught up in the external world. Meaning what? This attracts you, that attracts you. That is the materialistic approach. Like Kai, like Rajasic, like Ravan on that side. You can't go there. We are there. We have to pull back from there and come pure sattva. Pure sattva. Enlightened intellect, pure intellect. Notice Sita, from ever since how she was, principal duty. In Lanka, she never even looked at Ravan. Enlightened intellect. Kaushalya, she's sattvic principle, sattvic gun. And notice she lived on principle. Sita Mata never compromised principle. So where there is sattva, enlightened intellect, where there is rajas, you have ego, this kind of dogmatism, craving for material things. This is a lesson of all of us, life for all of us devotees. So when people can't find happiness no matter what you have, what causes that? Rajas. Rajas. And people simple, living at the sages, 2 places of land. And they're very, very happy. Sattvic Prakriti. Sita, enlightened intellect. Ram, Atma Hai Ram, spirituality. Lakshman, power of concentration. Hanuman, Niruddhaman. That mind doesn't stray. That focuses on divinity, spirituality. The solution to survive, devotees. To survive. So those who could go there, we make that journey, we achieve success. Those who can't go there, life will be like a top spinning in mud. Spinning in mud. And you know what happens? Today you laugh, tomorrow you cry. Laugh again, next day cry again. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You go on, so I don't know until when. But whenever it is, you have to get back into this kind of journey. And notice what I am saying. It is inside of you. I can't do it for you. Nobody could do it for you. I can't plow your unconscious mind. I plow in my unconscious mind. I try hard. Yeah. You have to do the same. Dispassionately analyze yourself. Critically analyze yourself. And this is, in this context, I keep saying that there is so much to analyze in me. I don't have time to study you. It's all fixed up. Okay? So devotees, Savita, this katha had all power in it, the birth of Sita. This is why I read it. It symbolizes the appearance of that blessed daughter in our home, and who would continue to bring blessedness in the home. And remember, Sita Mata is Lakshmi Ma in one form. And remember, as I mentioned, spiritual wealth, tranquility of mind, serenity, control of senses, endurance, faith, renunciation of selfish actions and desires. You don't wait to go to a husband home to live that. In a parent's home, you live it also. Help to create those circumstances. That is the home. That home becomes a heaven. And then when the time comes, if it comes, you go wherever, you carry that with you, these qualities. That is Lakshmi. And we pray that you develop and blossom in this way. Okay? So we want to wish you all the best, and may the blessings of Mata be upon you. Right? And we don't want that you start please Sita, and then in time to come, go back in the gong. See on top. Right? We will guide you along. So we want to wish you all the best, Sabita. Golden birthday, golden plow. So Italian, right? So the golden birthday, you should have the golden plow made by now and start to plow the unconscious. You take it to a higher level. Dare to be different, spiritually. Okay? So devotees, this is what I want to put to you for this evening, this katha in the power in it, for the benefit of Savita. And to all of you who have come, I would believe that there is something for everybody. Take it seriously and remember, you are responsible for your life. Understand that? You could have who around you. You could have what around you. When in the final moment, you are responsible for you. You go alone, you come alone. So therefore, don't waste the time. Every opportunity we get, let's lift ourselves to a different level. You owe it to yourself. Okay? So we are our own enemies, and we can be our best friends also. Think about it. I pray that the blessings of Bhagwan Sri Ram be showered upon all. Our Shakti Sri Sita Mata. Boliye Sri Raja Ramachandra ki Jai. So devotees will conclude here. Make preparation for the final Havan. Yeah. We have not glorified Sri Ram yet. Raja, oh, sing your bhajan some other time. We want to glorify Sri Ram. We do Ramayana, but we haven't seen not more Sri Ram yet. I feel bad about that. So let's glorify Maryada Purushottam, Dhari Sri Ram. But not only Sri Ram, but Sita Mata also. And you know, simple kirtan, Raghupati Raghav, Raja Ram, Patita Pavan, Sita Ram. And to my mind, there is nothing else. Sita Ram, what else is here? Brahm Shakti. So let's all put the voices together. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram
पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। राम राम जय सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। जय जय राजा राम। जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय। रघुपति राघव राजहर पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजहर पतित पावन। बोले श्री राजा रामचंद्र की। ओम गंगनपतये नमः स्वाहा। श्री गौरी माता स्वाहा, पृथ्वी माता स्वाहा, पंचलोकपाल देवाय स्वाहा। ओम नमो नारायणाय स्वाहा। ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। सूर्यादि नवग्रह देवाय स्वाहा। ब्रह्मग्नये नमः स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा। ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः स्वाहा। महालक्ष्मी माताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा। श्री ईश्वरी देवी स्वाहा। ओम श्री परमेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा। ओम श्री शीतला देवी स्वाहा। श्री महाअन्नपूर्णा देवी स्वाहा। ओम श्री मंगला देवी स्वाहा। ओम श्री चंदी देव्यै स्वाहा। श्री महाअन्नपूर्णा देव्यै स्वाहा। मनसा देव्यै स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं षष्ठी देव्यै स्वाहा। ओम सर्वदेव्यैभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। सीतारामचंद्राभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। श्री हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। राधा कृष्णाय नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्री इष्टदेवाय स्वाहा। ओम श्री कुलदेवाय स्वाहा। ओम श्री अष्टान देवाय स्वाहा। ओम श्री ग्राम देवाय स्वाहा। इतर कर्म प्रधान देवाय स्वाहा। 5 times again। वास्तुदेवाय स्वाहा। 33 करोड़ देवताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा। Please all stand, devotees. We concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. We make our final offering. Om Namah Shambhavaya cha Mayobhavaya cha, Namah Sankaraya cha Mayaskaraya cha, Shivaya cha Shivtaraya cha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Achman Sarva Papaharang Dibyam Gangeyang Nirmalam Jalam Achmanang cha Maya Dattam Grihitam Purushotamaha Brahmagnaye Namaha. Bow. Devotees will join together in Arati. Ramayan Arati. Arati will be passed around. You'll reach where you are. Concentrate and let's all glorify this great text that we have. Ramayan. Goswami Tulsidarji.
आ राम हरे.
Now, devotees, we will proceed to wrap up our evening's devotions, and we perform something that, many years ago was done quite often whenever there is Ramayan Katha. Katha Visarjan. So we will attempt to perform Katha Visarjan. It bring everything to a close. If you can follow, feel free, but I guess most people would not know it. कथा विसर्जन होता है, सुनो वीर हनुमान, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी सदा करो कल्याण. एक घड़ी आधी घड़ी दुनिया देहु महार, तुलसी संगत साधु के कटे कोटि अपराध. जो जन जहाँ से आए हूँ कथा सुने हूँ मन लाए, अपने अपने धाम को विदा हूँ हर्षाए. देवता सब आसन गए, शंभु गए कैलाश, रामायण मम हृदय मह आय करहु तुम्हार. कहु दंडवत प्रभु सन, तुम ही कहो कर जो, बार बार रघुनायक ही सुरति करावहु. बार बार वर मांगहु, हर्षि देहु श्रीरंग, पद सरोज अन्न पायिनी भक्ति सदा सतसंग. राम लक्ष्मण जानकी भरत शत्रुघ्न भाई, कथा विसर्जन करहु ईश ही शीश नवाय. ईश ही शीश नवाय, ईश ही शीश नवाय. शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभु, त्रिविधता निवारण हे विभु. अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां, शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं. शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं. प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं, प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मंगलम. मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज, मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलायतनु हरि. आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम, पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर. ओम गच्छ गच्छुरश्रेष्ठ स्वस्थाने परमेश्वर, यत ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तत्र गच्छुतासन. लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजय, येषामिन्दिवर्षामो हृदयस्तु जनार्दनम्. ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं हे जनार्दन, यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे. ओम असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय. ओम गच्छ त्वं भगवन् अग्नि स्वस्थाने कुंडं मध्यतः, हुतम् आदाय देवेभ्यः शीघ्र देहि प्रसीद मे. ओम ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः. ओम त्वमेव महता च पितः त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम. गर्व से कहो, गर्व से कहो, गर्व से कहो,
बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, आशक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय, बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की जय, बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की शुभ मस्त blessings to all. Kindly be seated, devotees. So devotees, will invite Savita, who will on her own behalf express words of gratitude and appreciation to all. This is the Golden Girl.
Sister Ram, he caught me off guard. I did not prepare anything. But I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out. I did not expect to see so much people. It's nice. Yeah, so just thanks everybody who contributed. I know there were numerous people who contributed to just this one night, and I just wanted to say thank you. You know who you are, and I hope to see you Sunday morning. Thank you.
All right, so what do you want to say on Sunday morning for Sunday morning service? Okay. All right, so you invited to join our Sunday morning service. Sunday morning, we start at 8, conclude around 10. But Savita, I mean, all the time you're singing hard and thing, yeah, not no drink and eat and thing, you.
So yes, we do have refreshments. Well, we have meals, in fact, and I tell my mother to buy water, but she insists she wants chubby. So you get chubby with cake and your meals prepared.
They collect it on the outside?
On the outside.
Together with the prasad, right?
Together with the prasad, and I think everybody collected RT already, so yeah.
All right. All right, so blessings, Savita, and to the entire family and devotees, to all of you who have come. I guess Savita is very happy to see so many of you joining together. When she said she didn't expect to see so many of you, I was just thinking if the food was enough. Yeah, it will be enough. All right, so devotees, we appreciate very much your coming to join together with us. Those of you who come just for a special occasion, be nice to see you again some other point in time. I know many of you may be in your own temples, wherever you may be, but every now and then it's good to come, you know. Be part of what we do here. We appreciate it very much. So I want to say special blessings to all of you, and keep the journey going. We appreciate very much your presence. Savita, stand up and tell them something again. All right, so devotees, the prasad is on the outside, but you know, we don't want you to rush out and take your prasad and food and run out. It won't run out. In case you want to meet and talk and so on inside of here, it's quite okay. But we are finished, and the rest of the evening is yours. Have a safe journey back home, everybody. Blessings.